see here. Make sure everything is up and running. Like Twitch is good. Make sure that YouTube is good. Yep, and YouTube is streaming as well. So we should be good to go ahead and get started. So good morning. Hello and welcome to the Paladin's Keep, where I'm super excited to continue on with another adventure into...
Not bad at all.
Dang, bro. What in the... Arthur Morgan? Are they trying to get like a young Arthur Morgan over here? That's crazy. We're getting back into the Remnant series and concluding this with Remnant 2. So I'm super excited for this. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And we have a fresh new lore board, so it's going to be pretty great. But first, obviously, we got to make a character, so.
I don't know what all this is, but I don't want to find out.
I don't like the looks of this.
I could use that.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I don't know what all this is, but I don't want to find out.
That is not a white voice.
Oh, I could use that. Not bad. No.
Well,
I don't like the looks of this.
Ugh.
I don't know what all this is, but I do not want to find out.
I could use that.
Oh, not bad.
I could use that.
I don't know what all this is, but I don't want to find out.
Not bad. Not bad.
I could use that. I don't know what all this is, but I do not want to find out.
I could use that. I could use that.
Oh, not bad.
I don't like the looks of this. I don't know what all this is, but I do not want to find out.
Not bad.
I like that one.
Not bad at all.
We'll stick with the cowboy one. Oh, gross. Okay, so we're phase 2. That'd be so interesting. Yeah, what voice would fit that? Hold on.
I don't like the looks of this.
Oh, not bad.
I could use that.
That would work.
I don't know what all this is, but
I don't like the look of this.
No. I could use that. Well, I don't know what all this is, but I don't want to find out.
I guess we'll stick with that. Yeah, that'll work. Blue eye color. No. The hardest part of character creation. Huh. What? I don't like that at all, dude. That's gross. Alright. Yeah, maybe we stick with the cowboy look. Not a bad look. 4. No, we're not. We're on scars. Okay. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Hardcore character, skip tutorial. We'll just confirm. Survivor, Veteran, Nightmare, Apocalypse. Where do we want to go? More remaining experience. I think we just do Veteran. Not recommended as a starting point. Great choice. Survivor's a solid starting point for most players, but I've played this game before, so I think Veteran will probably be the route we want to go. That's just Apocalypse. Good luck. Yeah, we'll do Veteran. Alright. Forged Iron. We know that.
She says If I wanted to feel sorry for myself, I'd have stayed with your father.
Ooh, that is quite a drop. Let me help you down.
I've got this.
Graphically, the game looks good. She's got something on her arm. On that left arm.
You okay?
Alright, game over. We died.
That's 3.
What? Oh, please.
3 times I saved your life. The sinkhole, your foot. What?
I like how we
Dead if
actually
my
get
mom hadn't
voice
taught me
lines.
to dress a wound. Fine. 2 times then. The sinkhole and just now. Ugh.
Yeah, she's got something.
Hey, let me see that.
Leave it. It's nothing. Hey, I'm fine.
Come on, roll up your sleeve and just admit we're friends already.
This is not an admission.
Let me see. It's getting worse.
Listen, it ain't broken or bleeding. It'll calm down. It always does. Let's go.
Yeah,
Just
she's
said the
infected
wardens
with
say.
something.
You ever hear about the North Pole?
That old fairy tale?
Oh, we got elk?
Yeah, like this ward. Old white guy founds it. Food and fresh water, everyone gets along. That sounds like the fairy tale to me. It's probably just a couple of old timers holed up underground. I just hope they got a few supplies for trade. Otherwise, we won't last much longer out here.
Dang.
You think people actually live like this?
Not sure.
I don't know what's in that Fulton's original blend, but I
Want
never
the
seen
best
anybody that
Fulton's
had it
original
before.
blend for the finer
Not
things
in
in
real
life.
life.
Just Fulton's. You've never had a better cup. Oh, it's coffee. It's like Folgers, which is gross, by the way. Folgers coffee is disgusting. All right, goodbye.
Locked.
Hold on.
We can't turn back now. Ain't got nowhere to go.
I didn't think.
There's gotta be another way through.
Punch people. Alright, pretty calm opening. But we can ledge jump. I like that.
It's about time. What took you?
Just the usuals. Oh. Blood root. Restores 1.5 health.
What happened
second,
to these
last
poor
30 seconds.
bastards?
It died. Duh.
Can't let it go to waste. Use it on that bum ankle of yours.
Oh.
Hey, come on. Let's get some distance between
Yeah.
us and this bodies.
Use that blood root.
Over here.
Open sesame. Okay. Pretty well. Forgot how calm the opening is. It'll pick up. Nothing. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
stuff
this
in
is
here.
bad. This is bad with a side of broccoli.
A side of what?
Nothing. Something my ma used to say. Nice shooting. Hey, that don't count, by the way.
It counts in my book. I killed it, so. Okay, let's go in here. Freaking C.
I'm starting to think looking for this ward wasn't such a good idea.
Oh, are we searching for War 13? Hope so. I think it's probably for whatever she's got going on with her.
Guess the deadwood ain't all gone after all.
Nope.
Ain't no way the war's real. Not with a nest like this out here. You know, maybe best we head back. We retrace our steps. We can find another way out. It's not happening. Tell me that it's not happening.
Nice. Didn't get hit once, guys. Uh-oh. Oh, we died again.
Not today, assholes! Hey, this is 3, by the way. You know, right here makes for 3. Oh, shit! Hey, listen. For what it's worth, you were a good friend. You were a good friend.
Dang, dude, the root looked dope. Hey, Whispering Lark, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. All frozen in time.
It's okay. You're safe. Whoa, whoa, hold up. We're friends. We're here to help.
Oh, it's Bo Ward.
Can't hold this forever, Bo.
Yeah, Bo Ward. And Clementine. She made it back to the ward.
Thanks. Who are you?
Questions later. We gotta get moving. On 3. 1,
Comes my dog, guys.
2, 3. all I got. You're on your own now.
Hey, we still got each other.
Right. Follow us, you two. That won't be the last of them.
Hey, Echo for Miss, thank you for the follow.
Rude or thick down here.
Must be what I felt back at the ward. Wait. You're from the ward? Shit. Maybe Santa's real too.
Yeah, it's not far from here. But the way down collapsed behind us. We're gonna have to find another way out.
Hey, Sylvar. Welcome in. Sorry, my dog's trying to get Snuggles. We gotta get him. There you go. Good boy. Sorry about that. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Dang, this looks sick. I know, this is such a fun game, and I'm super excited to get through it. Not rejected Snuggles. It gets to the point where he's like, okay, I'm done, and now I want to go, and he wants to PLAY, is what he wants to do. But I can't let him know that. Hey, Sarah Foodbeam, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Sylvar, welcome in. Give me a second here to just kind of get through that initial spot there. We actually need to get you a shout out, my friend. It's actually really fun to have you here at the Paladin's Keep. For those of you guys who are potentially lurking in the shadows and watching, feel free to go ahead and drop Sylvarian a follow. He's a variety streamer and plays a wide variety of different games, ranging from like Truck Simulator, where you're just driving around having a hoot and hollering time, listening to music and just having fun, to things like Sekiro and some other type of games that I don't know fully. He's a huge Hollow Knight guy, so if you're into Hollow Knight, very good commonality there. But yeah, welcome in. Glad to finally pop in. It's been ages. Yeah, it's been a little while. So I think since we connected through Wreckage, which was fun. So I'm really glad that you were able to make it over. As you can see, currently playing some Remnant 2, and I got myself a fresh lore board sitting behind me. So once I can make sure that it's safe, I can show you, because I'm gonna have to move out of the way. Pop shot this dude. Still don't know what kind of build I'm gonna go for. Let's get that long gun ammo. Super helpful. Okay, we're good for a second. Your shouts are so much better than mine. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, we got a fresh new lore board, so the whole thing's cleared out, which is great. Got all my markers and my stuff, so we're gonna be able to start writing down all the good bits when we start getting to it, which is gonna be really fun. Got myself a cup of coffee, which is always important with these morning streams. Be able to push through the day. And I got a will to live and a will to not die. And we're going to see how many times we die in this playthrough. Remnant, we died 24 times. And pretty much all of these like Souls-like games, except for like a couple, we've died with under 50 deaths. So we're pretty much trying to just maintain that sub 50 kind of mark.
Things here.
And some of them will just note that we could not do that. I think the one game that like really killed me the most was Cuphead, sub 50. At Cuphead, I died like 360 something times, and I wanted to break my controllers. Whoa! This boss? It's a boss! Dang it! I just shot Bo Ward, dude. Oh, that sucks. Bro. I was literally thinking about trying Cuphead, and now I know, no, I shall not do Cuphead. It honestly might be fun to do Cuphead with a buddy, because I know that Cuphead is cooperative. That might make it a little bit less painful. It also can make it more painful. I have no idea. But I did Cuphead solo, and some bosses were really, like, easy in terms of, like, yeah, you're still gonna die like maybe 10, 15 times, but like you'll do it, you know, maybe under 50 just for the boss. But then there's some bosses that are just like, this is annoying and I can't figure this out. I think the one boss out of all of them that was the hardest for me was, we're gonna do max health because health is good. The one that did the most for me was the Candy Queen. Dude, she was annoying. All right, root ganglia, crafting material, part flesh, part deadwood, all disgusting. It might not be moving, but it sure as hell feels like it is. Fair enough. Love me a lever action.
Okay.
That's solid weapon.
Not bad shooting, traveler.
Yeah, I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry.
You said Remnant 1 is 3-player co-op, right? Yeah, I think both Remnants are 3-player co-op. Remnant 1 and 2.
It's really real. Food and water and folks living with some old white guy?
More or less.
Whoa, whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
No, she's very much not fine.
Cass. Ooh, that looks like root rot. I've never seen a case this bad.
I'm fine. I don't know why everyone...
We need to get her to the ward, and quick. Doctor, there's her only chance. We'd better get moving, or we lose the light.
But she is struggling to breathe. Okay, we'll have to write that down for her. Dear little orb, Dwell brought all kinds of treasures from Yesha. Can't read it because it took too long. Because I couldn't read for some stupid reason. That's not me. Trying to like follow through because we're just cutscene heavy until we can actually get into this game. Should be coming up close since we're at the ward now. It's an old dude. We like that. Trying to figure out. All the wards previously have been inside, so I'm wondering why we're outside now. Okay. They made their houses out of cargo shipping containers. Interesting. So we have to be by a dock of some sort.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs.
Riggs!
I got you, darling.
I wonder if all the same people from Ward 13 are here.
We'll take good care.
Because we have Bo Ward, we have Riggs. I'm imagining that Santa, the old white guy, is probably Andrew Ford. Yep. Welcome to Ward 13.
Riggs is right. She'll be fine.
That's Clementine, so that's subject 2923.
Are you okay?
Just a headache.
Hey, Clementine.
Yep.
Let me get you some water.
I'm
So we
fine.
need to know what Doc,
You're
Whisper,
not fine. You need rest.
Bo.
Ellen, several people.
He's
Do they
the
like each other?
leader.
Yeah, they must be
I'm
millennials.
in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. Okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
She has. She was. Clementine was a dreamer, and so dreamers in this game are basically like human experiments.
Your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13.
Yep.
You must have come a long way. I mean, the route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place.
Okay, the route's
What are
dwindling.
you two doing out there?
That's good to know. We were looking for you, actually, for this ward.
For the ward? Really? Huh. I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing here. We've just, we've been cut off from the world for so long that, well, I'm surprised people know about us outside the gate. Feels kind of nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something. Oh, start with Ford. I'm sure he'd like to meet you.
Okay, so we're gonna start initially on our lore board with Ward 13. So we'll kind of put that back up here in the corner because it's not gonna really do much outside of this. So we'll do Ward 13. Start getting all of our characters written down. So we know we have, for example, Bo, Ward. We have Riggs. We have Clementine. We have Andrew Ford. That's who we know so far. And then we know Clementine is subject 29, 23. And I don't know how much this is going to actually come into play, but we'll just draw a line out to the Dreamers. Okay. So we have that part down. So now we just kind of travel around and see who else we can find here. Oh, journals. This is where we get the lore. So this is the good stuff. I spent so much time flipping through the old medical journals that Grandpa and I scrounged up. I reckon I may as well start one of my own. Maybe in the future someone will dig this thing up and have an idea of what life was like here in Ward 13. It's a nice thought anyhow. Jacob came by for a visit while Lily was harvesting the garden. He'd cut up his thumb tilling the earth, but didn't complain none. He and Lily are something else. I don't know where we'd be without that little garden of theirs. It not only brings folks together, but has all of us eating healthy and gives me lots of good ingredients for my herbal supplements. Best part is that they grew more than carrots and tomatoes in that garden. Sprouted up a sweet little love story as well. Everyone thought they were loony, hoarding up seeds and dreaming of a garden, but just look at what they accomplished. Two folks working together to achieve a shared goal for the good of everyone and finding love along the way. Fills my heart with joy just thinking about it. That founder Ford is a tough nut to crack, I'll tell you what. I can tell he's still hurting real bad about losing Ellen. Uh-oh. Oh, that is not good. Okay. Okay. Not good. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Let's do Ellen. She is connected to the ward, but we need to connect. Buried. That's not good. So in Remnant 1, Ellen Ford is the leader of Ward 13, and her grandfather, Andrew Ford, is the founder of Ward 13. Andrew Ford is a pretty important staple character of the entire trilogy because in Kronos, he was one of the squadrons that got sent out to go kill the dragon. He got captured by the Aesha. He lost almost everyone in his entire group. Some survived, but then they would die along the way. He would make it to Ward 13, he would found it, and then he would go ahead and bring people in to keep them safe. He would get married, they'd have a kid. The kid died. The wife got consumed by the root, and then their grandkid, Ellen, now is dead. So that is not good. That's very unfortunate. We didn't get a whole lot of her out of her from Remnant 1, so I'm not super attached to her, but that's like still a big deal because that's going to help us understand where Ford's at in this game. So, it ain't right burying your own grandkid. I tried to get him to open up, offered something to help him sleep or take the edge off the pain, but he just brushes it off. I can see a world of hurt in those eyes, but he prefers to keep it to himself, and I suppose that's his right. Everyone handles heartache in their own way. Those rowdy kiddos scraped themselves up good today, running all over creation, pretending to be mud dogs. One was howling about a broken arm, but it turned out it was just a nasty bruise. Thank goodness. It'll heal up in no time. Gotta love their exuberance, but I sure wish they were pretending to be doctors instead of no-good bandits. Maybe I should have a chat with Mudtooth about those stories of his. Dwayne came by with an upset stomach. Again, poor thing. I told him if it looks nasty, don't eat it. We've got plenty to fill our bellies now. No need to eat some weird bug or rancid pizza meat. He thinks it's a skill of sorts to eat anything, but I told him his taste and smell are his body's way of protecting him. Gave him the usual to settle his stomach, but it won't be long before he's back for more. Poor Wally, I feel so bad for that one. Some folks think he's a bit touched in the head, but it's not like that. He's just got bad dreams, always has, as long as I've known him. I bring him some sleepy time tea to try and help every now and then. He humors me, but I have a feeling that tea is just watering the garden and never makes it down his throat. Doubt it'll help anyway, but I gotta try. It's my job to help folks here. Rip Bell, I haven't met yet. I'm sure you're a real one. They still have marriage in the post-apocalypse. Wholesome. Exactly. Super wholesome. What am I going to do with that old Mudtooth? He was still as stoned in his chair earlier, and I was sure he was I was sure he was a goner. Then he scared me half to death with the loudest snore I ever heard. I'm just thankful he was okay. Still, when he's not dozing off, he's ladling up that stew of his. I know he's just trying to help, but I don't think folks know what they're getting into with it. Folks who eat too much of it come knocking, feeling like their hearts are beating too fast and they can't sit still. All I can do is give them some nice tea and try to keep them distracted and calm until the effects wear off. That ain't normal stew. Dude, he's probably putting like cocaine in it or something. I swear I just about took Riggs over my knee and whooped him. Oh my god. The man was suffering from something like pneumonia and kept right on working like nothing was wrong. It took him just about passing out at his forge for McCabe. McCabe is someone that we gotta write down because she's gonna do our weapon mods. She is mean, by the way. McCabe is not a nice person. Okay? Not a nice person. It took McCabe... It took him just about passing out at his forge for McCabe to let me know what was what. The two of us practically had to drag him here. Imagine what would happen to morale if we lost Riggs. Found a small pile of scrap on my table the next day. He'd never admit it, but I know it was his way of thanking me. He's so dang nice. Whispers came through. Okay, so Whispers is still here. Good. Whispers is where we buy our armor skins. Whispers. So when we get armor sets, we should be able to get different variants of them from Whispers. So Whispers came through for some throat lozenges today. I always make sure I have some around just for him. He was stabbed in the throat a good while back, and now he can't talk. Has to scribble away on that little chalkboard of his. I've looked through all of my scrounge, trying to find some way to help him, and I've tried this or that, but there's nothing for it. Can't heal everyone, as Grandpa says. Flesh prisons will let you down eventually, so you got to make sure your soul's in good shape, since that's all you get to keep in the end. The longer I'm a doctor, the more that rings true. Reggie slowed down a fair bit in recent years. I know he's getting on in age, but it's tough to see. Couldn't ask for a gentler soul. He loves chatting, but he keeps telling the same stories over and over. Like he doesn't know he's already said them to you. I've read about this. It's not something I can fix, unfortunately, and it's likely to get worse over time. So he's either getting Alzheimer's or dementia. So I just smile and act like I've never heard the story before. Don't think I could bring myself to tell him. I've heard some of them 100 times already. Anyone callous enough to make Reggie sad doesn't belong in Ward 13. Just like founder Ford and Bo, our little Clem ain't aging like normal. There's something to it, but I can't put my finger on it. None of my books can explain something like that. Bo seems to think it's because he takes real good care of himself, but I'm not so sure that tracks. That aside, I can tell Clem is sad. Poor girl carries the weight of the world on her shoulders, and much like Ford, won't let anyone in. Maybe a diary would help, somewhere to vent the things she doesn't want to share. Had a nice little chat with McCabe today. Her joints were aching a bit, so I gave her some salve. She works so hard, she comes off tough, but really, she's a sweetheart. She'd kill me if I ever told anyone, so I'll keep it to myself. There. He's polite enough, but I don't know what to think about Dwell. Man, I don't even mind when old folks tell me the same story for the 100th time. Just means I'm more likely to remember those stories when they're gone. That's fair. Yeah, it's also, though, a good sign of either incredibly poor short-term memory or long-term memory. It'd be long-term memory. Really poor long-term memory. Could be Alzheimer's or dementia. So it's like, with the elderly, it's just a good note. Like, okay, this person in the past 3 days has just told me the same story, so it's just good to kind of keep out for it. But also the same point too, if it's not to this degree where they're noticing that something's wrong, it's just like, yeah, this guy really loves the story, he really loves to share it, then yeah, absolutely. Either way, let them tell the story and let them feel the joy of retelling the story and all the fun that comes with it. It's just sad that sometimes that even that is kind of a sign that things are about to get worse. He's polite enough, but I don't know what to think about Dwell. He's from, heck, someplace I ain't ever heard of. He's always talking about some doe and Ravager. Oh, so that he's from Yesha. Gives me the willies. Still, he's one of us, so I hope if he ever needs me, I can help in some way. I don't know a thing about pan physiology, so I'm just crossing my fingers that it doesn't come up. Okay. So we have Dwell, and we'll write Dwell down here. Dwell. And for Dwell, we're going to write a little blue addendum that he is a pan. He is from Yesha. He's an alien. Heard a rumor that one of our townsfolk is getting jittery and keeps talking about leaving. Hopefully it's just talk. They gotta know they won't last long out there on their own. Our gal Clem can't save everyone who wanders too far outside our walls. I figure I'll try and find who it is and whip up some anti-anxiety herbs to calm them down. That'll be a mite easier than trying to patch them up if they do try and leave. Okay, so this is a doctor's journal. A lot of fun there.
Hey, you're the newcomer, ain't you?
Okay, so this was Nora's journal.
I keep folks alive around here. You know, you're lucky they found you when they did. Your friend was pretty bad. I got her just in time.
Nora Camarillo. Nora Camarillo. Okay. How's Cass doing?
She's great. A real spitfire, that one. I'd hang on to her if I were you.
Can I see her?
Not yet. She's asleep, and I'd like her to stay that way a spell. That girl's tough, all right. But right now, she needs rest. When she's up and about, I'll make sure you know.
Okay. So let's do this. So Ward 13. Let's draw a note to Cass, who's our friend. Cass suffers from the root rot. So we're going to draw a line here because this probably will be important. Root rot. Okay. Don't know what it is. Can I see what you have to sell?
See something you need.
So, merchants buy and sell items for scrap. Merchants Ward 13 sell a variety of items, including weapons, armor, consumables, even stew. Other merchants can be found within the game world selling a number of unique items. Okay, so we have bandages, bloodroot, mud rub, antidote, ethereal orb, medic pin. Perhaps a once shiny silver nut bears the marks of time to wear. It features a symbol commonly associated with healers and medics, serving as a reminder of the wearer's dedication to saving lives.
See you around.
Okay, who's
Looking
this?
for Ford? He's
That's
over in
just-
the warehouse.
That's just a
Sure,
person.
he's got something going on.
Yep.
Always does.
You wanna take a walk down on the shore sometime?
The ocean's so beautiful.
Oh, he's asking her on a date.
So peaceful. I love it.
So, you wanna go?
Brad and I used to walk there. No,
Dang. Sorry,
I don't
homie.
do it again.
She just said her ex used to walk there with her. That's crazy. That's sad. Maybe better luck next time, my man. Is this Whispers? That's Whispers. What nice mask he's got there. Scribbles. Oh, we gotta ask Nora some questions. Big oof for the bro. Yeah, it's tough. Scribbles. Need protection out there? I sell armor. Good. I'd like to see your wares. Have a look. So this is where we can buy armor. We have the Bruiser helmet, Bruiser body plate, Night Stalker armor, the Field Medic mask, the Trainer cap, the High Noon hat. Ooh, High Noon duds. The Void wraps. We have the Radiant Visage, the Radiant Protector. We have the Void Carapace. We have the Elder headdress, the Cultist hat, the Leto Mark I helmet, the Bandit's mask, and then a bunch of hats, and then a ring. Anastasia's Inspiration. Hey, Adriana Wickstrom, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. It's probably big and beefy. I don't know what build I want to do in this run. So, you are really doing well and perfectly. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. For the first time chat, go ahead and give you a quick welcome. There we go. Awesome. All right. So Whispers, we got to ask Nora some questions. We got to learn. We need the lore.
Back again.
I have some
Go on,
questions. You seem pretty young for a doctor.
What are you trying to say, Sunshine?
We'll say nothing. I'm impressed. That's fair.
Well, no need for that.
Yeah, very fair.
You know how a doctor gets good at her craft?
Practice.
That's it. Same way you get good at anything.
Yeah.
You learn a thing by doing it over and over again.
Yep, yep, yep.
For me, that means people who need my help.
Mm-hmm.
The more people there are suffering, the better I get at healing them. And Sunshine, I'm the best damn doctor for miles.
Dude, you tell him. You own it. How'd you get started in medicine?
My grandfather.
Yeah,
He'd been
Grampers.
treating folk his whole life.
Or Grampers.
Nearly as long as the root's been around. I started assisting Grandpa when I was 5. Dressing wounds, making meds, cutting at the table, you name it.
He sounds like a great man.
He was. He helped more people in his long life than you and I have ever even met. But how I helped him most was digging through the old hospitals. Even after a century, there's a hell of a lot to find. All of it useful to someone as clever as Grandpa.
What did you find in the ancient hospitals?
Tons. The old humans knew a lot about the human body, it turns out. Stuff even Grandpa didn't know. Did you know they used to be able to replace a man's lungs with someone else's?
Ooh,
Or
lung
put
transplants.
a dead man's liver in someone whose liver didn't work anymore. To think of all the folks Grandpa and I could have saved if we had that kind of know-how.
So you couldn't use what you found?
Oh, there was plenty we could use. So much that Grandpa eventually stopped complaining about my scrounging. Most of the basic meds are long gone, but there's still plenty of specialized tools and ingredients there. Stuff no one knows what to do with but me and my grandfather. What they don't got, what I never found once, is a cure for root rot. That's why so many folks died when the root first showed up. Grandpa had to invent a treatment on his own.
Did you say your grandfather invented the cure for root
A
rot?
treatment, not a cure. He probably wasn't the only one. I'm sure others came to the same solutions independently. But after Grandpa figured it out, he traveled as far as he could and taught it to everyone he met. I don't know where he started, but I reckon every treatment within 100 miles of here is derived directly from his work. You can thank him that your friend is still alive.
Okay. How long have you been here?
Came here maybe 10 years back.
Okay, she's
My
relatively
mom
new.
had died and Grandpa didn't feel safe carting me around the countryside.
Because she wasn't.
It turned out good.
But that also helps us in
The
terms of
city's
time. I don't.
closed
She
down,
wasn't
and
in
Grandpa made a living selling bandages and meds while treating folks
Remnant
for
1,
free.
so maybe 10 years
I
have
did the
gone by
same.
since
He
the
even
first game.
tended the old commander when she passed. Couldn't do much for her except ease her going, but folks around here thanked him for it. Made us part of the ward and all.
Ooh, okay. Don't have any more questions.
I'll be
Thanks,
here
better
if you
go.
need fixing.
Okay, so they got integrated in with the ward because of Ellen dying, and as she was taking care of, or as her grandfather was taking care of Ellen, the ward was very appreciative of it, and they basically assimilated them into the community. They said, "Yeah, we you're one of us now." So we're gonna ask him what happened to his voice. Stabbed in the neck long time ago. How long have you been at Ward 13? Long time now. Left bandit gang. Lady commander took me in. Why'd you leave the bandit gang? Got old. No old bandits. How do you like it here? People are nice. Food is good. Good life. Keep moving. On to the next one. And we got two folks right here. So we got old man. This is old man with the stew. We'll talk old man with the stew. Excuse me. Hello.
Oh, hey, get away from my stew!
Hey, get away from my stew. I'm gonna say, sorry to wake you.
Oh, nonsense. I'm sure you had a reason. Mi casa et tu, Brute.
I know way too many people who are like that. I know way too many people who are like that. This is Mudtooth. Okay, so this is old Mudtooth. We'll write him right here. Old Mudtooth. Good old Mudtooth. Can I ask you some questions?
This old mutter might have an answer or two for you.
Yeah. Oh. What can you tell me about yourself?
Wait a minute, stranger. The
I adore
name
old man
is
already.
Mudtooth.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody been around
He is-
longer?
They basically were just like, let's just
More
take
than I have.
an old prospector
Maybe
archetype
old
and just
Ford,
stick it in the game.
But that old mutter cheats.
Yeah.
He hardly
This dude's
tells
burned the best shine in the ward I can see is still
Only
right there. Yep.
3 reasons why folks
Yep,
come
you're
to
right.
see
He's got
me.
his moonshine right behind him.
That's my stories or my stew. Yeah. So, youngin', what'll it be?
We're here for the stew. We'll start here. What can you tell me about this town?
Town, you call it. Back in my day, a place like this wouldn't be considered much more than a camp or a bivouac. You might call it. Nah.
What's a bivouac? I know it's not pronounced that way, I don't think.
Yeah. But it is a fine place to set up kip. I lived by myself for years, see? Had myself a, what you call it?
Hockapatopter?
Hockapatopter. That thing could fly to the moon and back.
Oh man. Oh, we're about to hockapatopter it out. That's my favorite word now.
I was living by myself when my boy Barabbas showed up saying
Barabbas?
we should move on. Told me it wasn't safe for me to be living like I've been.
So bivouac is a temporary or often minimalist shelter, typically used for overnight stays in the outdoors, especially in situations where full tent is impractical.
Being around folks again.
So he's saying this is temporal or temporary, is what this is. Bivouac. A hockapatopter. What's the story with Barabbas?
Well, Barabbas, he's my son. 'Twere his idea to come join this little shanty town. Not a bad idea it was, neither. He's over yonder, at the shooting range, if you're looking to
Okay,
find him.
Barabbas here.
Not much of a talker, though, that one. Guess he didn't get his old man's gift for gas.
Yeah, he probably wasn't spending his time in a hockapatopter. I'm not, like, we're not letting that one go, ever. You said there were 3 reasons people came to see you. What's the third?
That's so? Huh. Did it tell you about the stories yet?
Yeah, that and the stew.
That one too, eh? Well, that's it, ain't it? My
Yo, this guy can
story
count,
is that
dude.
my-
1,
Listen,
3.
you sure I said there were 3 reasons? Because there's only 2.
He went
and that's
the
certain.
stories and the stew. Those are the only 3 reasons people come here, is for the story and the stew. That's it. We'll say maybe I was wrong. I'm not going to offend this guy.
It happens to all of us. You'll lose a lot more than that if you get to be my age.
Can you tell me a story?
You bet your apple I can, but these ain't just stories, stranger.
1, stories. 2, and 3, stew. That's it. We're here for the stories and the stew. That's it. That's the 3 reasons.
Start. You met old
You don't need
Wally
anything
yet?
else.
The boy ain't right, but not
Wally's
in a
not right?
way. He
Something about that
just
boy just ain't right.
ain't right. Talks to the root, he says. I
Oh.
reckon I know why, too. I ain't never told him this, but I was there at his...
I just like how this guy's standing. Like, you can sit down, dude. I'll get to you in a second.
You wouldn't be the first.
You don't
but
have to
it's
stand all
true.
proud like that.
boy
Like, just
Wally
he was sitting down when I got here.
born
He got up when I got
under
here.
blood moon. Always strange, they say. Harbinger of changeification and whatnot.
Yeah, good old
First
changeification.
breath I did, and I says to myself, that ain't natural. Like the squall of some blackbird. Caw-caw! Oh,
like a crow?
Don't tell him I said it. He wouldn't believe it anyway.
Boy ain't right.
Maybe he would, come to think of it.
Oh,
You
no.
talked to him yet? Boy ain't right.
I don't have any more questions.
That's too bad.
Oh, he's got wares.
Sure, but
It's probably just a
it
stew.
ain't ready just yet. The lunch rush today was something fierce, I tell you. But I'll have some for you quicker than you can say crazy 8.
Crazy
Well,
8.
maybe not that quick. I
Okay.
done already said
Dang it, my bad.
Just come back in a while. I'll be sure to
Dang it.
save you a bowl. Come round again sometime.
So many new
here.
faces these days. Things must be getting a mite easier out there. Welcome, traveler. I'm
Reginald Malone.
but my friends call me Reggie.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay,
call you Reggie too.
Saw you come in with Bo and Clementine there. Oh, you can be sure they'll do everything they can for your friend. Ain't the
Reggie
first
was
time
our,
folk here need
basically
help.
our doctor in Remnant 1. I heard you're the unofficial historian. Oh, they retired him.
I have been
That
known
sucks.
to tell a story or two.
That's crazy.
So old Mudtooth does give me a run for my money. Or did you mean that I collect the stories? Because I do that too. And I'd love to hear your tale, traveler.
Just another survivor making the way out there.
Ooh, now that sounds like the start of a damn good story.
Yep.
What brought you out here?
That's what we'll start with. I want to say. We'll say the root attacked my home. Everyone else died.
Damn. Well, it's a common enough tale. But I hope you know I'm genuinely sorry for your loss. Everyone here can identify. But I know that don't necessarily make it easier. All we can do is shelter the joy wherever we find it, every day. How about your friend? How'd you meet her?
She rescued me out on the road. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her.
So you owe her a debt. Or maybe you paid it off by getting her here. Hey, what do I know? I tell you what, though. Ain't no logic keeping tabs with people's lives. We look out for each other because we're human, yeah? It's the only way that makes sense to me.
It's very idealistic.
Only thing
I love
that
it.
makes humanity worth being around.
Yeah,
Speaking of your friend,
it's very
Percy
idealistic.
came in with a nasty case of root rot. What happened to you two out there?
What are my options? We'll say this. She's had it since I've known her. She won't tell me how it happened.
Yeah, I
We're
can
kind of like
understand
writing her lore.
Ain't
I like
easy
it.
Talking about hard times. Yeah, don't push if she ain't ready, yeah? But, don't forget about it either. Could be that telling you what happened is the only thing that can set her free. Well, don't you worry. We've dealt with nastier things here, believe me. I reckon she'll come through just fine. What about you? What do you hope to find out here?
I'm just looking to be helpful.
Well, that's the spirit of the town, ain't it? You're in the right place, friend. Nothing we need more than folks willing to help each other out. So, now I've got a measure of you. Is there anything I can do for you?
Let's see, we have to trade.
Let's see what we got going on here.
Okay, he's a consumable vendor. He's got ammo boxes, pipe bombs, confidence booster, rocket fuel. Worn Admiral rings. The Band of Accord. The Black Cat Band. Firestone. The Grounding Stone. The Acid Stone. The Ring of Phantom Pain. And the Old Metal Tool. The handle of this metal object has a reassuring weight to it, while the solid base looks like it can withstand a lot of wear and tear. While its purpose is uncertain, it appears to be a sturdy and reliable tool. Yeah, now there's a dude up here that I want to talk to. Not that guy. Oh, that might be the tower. That might be the tower where the original ward was at. Ooh, so that would make sense why they came over here and just repurposed the ward over here. Interesting. We're gonna go talk to this guy up here, because this guy's cool. Haha, you're doing well. Thank you. I do really appreciate it, Adriana. Thank you so much for the encouragement. Where's it? Oh, okay. We went too far. We went too far. My bad. I have 4 eyes, didn't use them. That's on me. This dude.
I see you, traveler.
I see you too, buddy.
You're the one Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it.
Wait, what? What are we talking about here?
You know. And you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them.
Dude, he's doing a puzzle.
Did I say that?
In the bottom left corner of the screen, he's doing a puzzle.
The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that
Wallace.
already too.
Something about this boy just ain't right. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here.
You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you wanted to.
Oh, we can choose our class. Okay, my man. Let's get going. So we have... Wallace. We have Archetype Medic, healing support, well-rounded. The Medic specializes in survivability with enhanced healing and relic effectiveness. They have the prime perk of Regenerator. The Medic regenerates an additional relic charges by healing themselves and allies. We have the Hunter, long range, marking, precision damage. The Hunter specializes in range damage, precision shots, and marking enemies. Dead to Rights Hunter can extend the duration of their active skills by dealing ranged weak spot damage. Oh, we can read the skills. Okay, let's do the one for the Medic. Wellspring. The Medic channels healing energy into their fist, punching a hole in the ground to create a 3-meter healing spring AoE, which restores 10 health per second and greatly increases blight decay rate. Medic quickly spells healing energy to shield all allies within 25 meters for 100% of their max health for 10 seconds. While shielded, allies regenerate 20% of their max health over the duration. The Medic unleashes a 30-meter shockwave that revives down to allies and restores 50% max health over 10 seconds. For each additional 1 second, holding the skill button, the heal gains an additional 50%, up to 200% maximum health. Revived allies will only receive 50% of the healing amount. If revived, allies cannot be revived again by redemption for another 180 seconds. Resets at World Stone or on death. Alright, so Hunter's Mark, that's a Dungeons & Dragons ability, and I love it. Increases the Hunter's spatial awareness by casting an aura that automatically applies Mark to all enemies within 35 meters. Mark increases the crit chance against the marked enemy by 10% for all allies. While senses are heightened, Hunter also gains 15% increased ranged and melee damage, lasts 25 seconds. Hunter's Focus, continuously aiming down sights uninterrupted and without shooting for 0.5 seconds, causes the Hunter to enter a focused state. Wears off after 0.75 seconds of leaving aim, lasts 25 seconds. Focus reduces weapon spread, recoil, and sway by 50%. It grants 25% ranged and ranged weak spot damage. While focused, aiming at enemies will automatically apply mark. Cooldown is 50 seconds. Then we have Hunter's Shroud. Hunter becomes shrouded, reducing enemy awareness, making them harder to hit while moving, attacking, or activating a mod or skill will instantly exit Shroud. Exiting Shroud applies mark to all enemies within 10 meters and grants ambush to the Hunter for 2 seconds. Ambush increases ranged and melee damage by 50%, which diminishes over its duration. Ranged and melee attacks apply mark. Hunter will automatically shroud again after 1.15 seconds if no offensive actions are performed. Last 15 seconds, cooldown's 90. Alright, and then the last one is the Challenger. I played the Challenger on my first playthrough, so I don't want to do it now. So I actually think we're going to do the Hunter is going to be my guess. But we'll read through it anyways, just so for people that are potentially interested in what class to pick. Challenger, close range, durable, hard to kill. Challenger is, by the way, this ability is freaking dope. I love this class. I had so much fun with it. The Challenger specializes in close range combat and heightened survivability. Skills are War Stomp. Archetype skill creates a high impact tremor that deals 150 damage, an additional stagger and a forward cone up to 7.5 meters. Deals damage in all directions at point blank range. Juggernaut, which is become nearly unstoppable, gaining 3 stacks of bulwark, 15% movement, melee speed, and reduced stamina cost. Increases melee damage by 50%, staggered level reduced by 1, lasts 25 seconds, is a really good melee class. And then Rampage enters a heightened state of battle, with which increases fire rate by 10%, reload speed by 25%, movement speed by 15%, and lasts 10 seconds. Kills and dealing significant damage grant 1 stack of Rage, which increases range damage by 2.5% per stack. Upon reaching 10 stacks, the Challenger goes Berserk, which reloads their current firearm and doubles Rampage effects for 15 seconds. Prime perk, Die Hard. Upon taking fatal damage, the Challenger brushes off death and returns to battle. Then we have the Handler. I used my Handler as a secondary archetype in the first run through. So I actually might do Handler as a primary. It's a lot of fun because you get a dog. And we might just do this for the dog. Pet Companion, Teamwork Utility. The Handler specializes in teamwork in both solo and cooperative scenarios. Skills, Guard Dog. Companion will follow the Handler and generate 50% increased threat while attacking. All damage to them is reduced by 20. Companion engages enemies near the targeted location. Companion returns to the Handler and remains by their side. Or you can hold it for Howl, reduces damage by 50% to all allies within 20 meters, and the Companion generates additional threat. You have the Support Dog, will follow the Handler and continuously heal allies within 3.5 meters for 0.25% of max health per second. Companion engages enemies near the targeted location. Companion returns to the Handler, remains by their side. Or the Howl can grant 2% of max health per second and 25% increased movement speed to all allies within 20 meters, lasts 25 seconds. Then the Attack Dog. Companion will follow the Handler and deal 20% additional damage. Companion engages enemies near the targeted location. Companion returns to the Handler and remains by their side. Howl increased damage by 20% for all allies within 20 meters, lasts 20 seconds. When the Handler is down, their Companion will attempt to revive them. I think this is what I want to go with, is Handler. It's either Handler or Hunter. And I know Hunter's going to be like hardcore sniper, and I really want to try to stay away from that because that single shot build, whereas I'm really hoping I get an assault rifle here. So we're going to go with Handler, we're going to get a Doge, and we're going to enjoy this. So we're going to select Handler. New perk, Companionship. It seems like this is the right path.
You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. Goodbye, traveler.
Okay. Now we have our first set of gear. So we got our trainer cap, our trainer clothes, our trainer work boots, and our trainer bracer. We'll definitely be looking for additional armor because this armor is definitely going to be something that I think probably sucks, is my guess. No, hold on. No. Yes. Trainer, so the trainer clothes. Yeah, the weights, it is less weight, but has obviously less armor. It has more flame resistant, more like death resistant. I don't know what that is. So this one's a bit more along the lines of shock and bleeding, which is good because I don't want to get shocked. I don't want to bleed. So problem solved. All right, let's run. And we should have potentially gotten a weapon, right? No, rusty lever action. So we haven't gotten that part yet. Rusty repeater. All right, we'll get there eventually. Guard dog. So we have the prime archetype, which is our silent whistle. So when Handler is down, Companion will attempt to revive them at 50% max health. Next level is Kinship, reduces friendly fire damage dealt and received by 16%. Pack Hunter, gain 3% ranged melee skill damage while companion is within 40% of the handler. We're going to have a lot of fun here. So, yeah, really excited to see what we do here. And then eventually we'll get a secondary class. And I'll probably pick Hunter for the secondary class because I wonder if it'll work really well with this particular build. But I know there's a wide variety of different classes, so we might even just kind of like look around and maybe float around with some different options. This is Dwell, I think. We're gonna say, do we know each other?
Oh, it is new. I thought I had seen it before. So difficult to tell packs to take apart without hoof and horn. I am Sa Israk Thadwell. My Paxeltic name is
Sa Israk Thadwell. Okay, that's a long name.
Refined crystals from my world. They make Paxeltic faster, stronger, more powerful.
Almost like trinkets or...
They help it defeat its enemies.
Okay.
And the prices are quite fair.
He says that. Like to ask you some questions. What are you?
Yes, that is always the question. I am Pan, from the world of Yesha, where the Eternal Empress reigns, the Doe and Ravager run free, and the balance breathes life to the jungle. Or so it used to be.
I will say, it sounds amazing.
It is Paxeltek. Yesha is kin mother to us all. Yet she suffers. Long and long have the immortals oppressed the common Pan, wielding their power as if it was something they had earned or deserved. The Pan have rebelled against this tyranny, and for a time it looks as if we could win. Then the pestilence came. What Paxeltek call the root.
The root.
When I last saw her, Yesha languished under the pestilence. The Ravager prowls, and the Doe is lost. The rebellion continues, but my people ache for relief.
How did you get here?
The Paxeltek Fort, the founder.
I forgot they call humans
On its
Paxeltek.
last visit to Yesha, it said it was possible. I do not understand the complexities myself, but now I am here.
How do you know Ford?
Ford came to Yesha many times, aiding the rebels against the tyranny of immortals. His desire to protect was clear even then, as was his craft for violence, which he freely shared. Dwell did not learn Paxeltek Ford's violence, but shared in aiding the rebels with the same wares I offer here. Both aided rebellion, so both shared imprisonment. Oh, I languished for years, a cost I had never hoped to pay. But another Paxeltek, the one they say wanders the worlds, came to free the Ford, and the Ford freed Dwell, and many others.
You know Dwell isn't really a name, right?
Not Paxeltek name, perhaps, but it is my name whilst I live among Paxeltek tongues.
What does Paxeltek mean exactly? Ooh!
Paxeltek, foreign to the Pan, meaningless, perhaps on Paxeltek world, but it is at home on Dwell's tongue.
Paxeltek is just foreign to the Pan. Okay. So, tell me about your wares.
They are crafted using a special crystal found only on Yesha. The Ahane, the priests of the Pan, forbid the crystal's use among commoners. But the Gal are craftier than Ahane know. Long and long have the Gal used the crystals for weapons, or even cruder things, like soups. But it takes an artisan like Dwell to bring out their full potential.
If they're only found on Yesha, how do you get them here?
Does it hope to steal Dwell's chain of supply? No. Dwell's success does not come from handing out his secrets.
I don't know more questions.
Yes.
So you can make.
Only the...
Alright, so NPCs throughout the world and War 13 can be used to craft new items, mods, boss weapons, armor, etc. Each crafting recipe has a number of required materials plus scrap required to craft them. So, we could craft things like relic fragments. Receive a red relic fragment that matches your character level. We need relic dust in order to do that. Prism of Lethargy. Possessed Kuara, which is a consumable. That's crazy. A battery. Deadly Calm, so these are mutators. Slayer. Weapon Lore. Shielded Strike. Resentment. Harmonizer. Feedback. Dervish. Fetid Wounds. Tainted Blade. Battle Mage. Spellweaver. Hidden Power. Volatile Strike. And then we have all these weird unknown ones. We can upgrade that which we already have. So some characters can upgrade their items with materials found in the world by defeating enemies. Upgrading is essential to keep up with increasing difficult enemies in the game. Then we can downgrade if we want to downgrade, because apparently that's a thing, but that sounds stupid. Barabbas!
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place.
Wallace told me to see you. He said you were the next step in my journey.
That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific.
He said you'd know what I needed.
Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. And I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge.
Yeah, we got an AR!
If I don't send you a
Nice!
next, isn't he?
We got weapons!
Go see Riggs then.
Oh, I'm so
He
excited.
can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yo, we got claws? Hold up. Hold up. Okay, we have the Black Maw AR-47. So damage 17 per shot with a magazine of 40 with an RPS of 7.3. Accuracy is very, very high. Ideal range is within 20 meters. Fall off range is after 60 meters. Max ammo is 200. Critical hit chance is up 10%. Weak spot damage bonus is plus 100%. Stagger modifier is 0%. Fully automatic rifle with medium capacity. Highly effective with controlled bursts. Good to know. Good to know. We have the Rusted Claws. Critical hit chance is 14%. Weak spot damage is 110%. Stagger modifier minus 9%. Pair of old canine training bracers converted into deadly claws. Used for slashing and ripping. And then we have the Tech 22 handgun. Accuracy is very high. Fall off range is 45 meters. Max ammo 352. 10%, 100%, minus 10%. Suppress small caliber automatic pistol with a medium magazine, high rate of fire. Can I use... Good to know. Alright, let's try this. Alright, that's not hard to control. I'm just gonna let it go and not try to see, like, to control the bullet movement. So it just wants to go straight up. So as long as I can just hold it down, we're good there. And then we have this little guy. Okay. And the same thing, it just wants to go straight up. But it's obviously not that bad. Okay, and then we have a good old... What? Is it this? Yeah, buddy! We turned into Wolverine. This is great. Oh, I love this. Alright, who do we gotta talk to? We got Riggs, Ava McCabe, and Ford. We'll start with Riggs, because he upgrades our weapons. Ava McCabe, because she's
I
mean.
don't remember asking for your permission.
She's already...
young lady.
Excuse me? I'm 132
Oh, time,
years
Clementine.
old, in case you forgot.
I'm
And
gonna listen.
I'm not your child. You don't have authority over me.
On this, I do. This town needs you. You can't go wandering off after something that might not even exist.
Oh, that's rich.
Yeah, I'll explain it.
What have you been doing the last 100 years then, huh? What the hell are you doing right now?
Well, that's different. I'm trying to fix things.
Things that you broke when you tried to play God.
That was Harsgard. I was just following orders. I didn't...
Oh, and that makes it okay? You know how many people died because you just followed orders?
Of course I know. You think I don't remember that every goddamn day? I'm trying to make things right here.
So am I. You're such a damned hypocrite,
Oh,
Ford.
this needs
If
to
I
be read.
leave, it's my fault. But you didn't break the world. You didn't run after a pipe dream. You didn't abandon your family a dozen times over.
Ooh, he did.
Look, I've made a lot of mistakes. I admit that. But it's because of those mistakes that I'm telling you not to do the same thing.
Well, forgive me if I don't want to take advice from the men who fucked up the world in the first place. I'm not your dreamer anymore. Maybe I've got my own mission.
Damn.
I need you, Clementine. You're too important to
That was tough.
Every person out there.
We're just
capable
listening.
of
We're
taking
so
care of
eavesdropping
themselves.
hard.
This isn't about them. It's about you. You've always run away from your problems, but you won't let me run toward something. What are you so goddamned afraid of?
Of losing you, losing them, losing everything.
I've already lost everything. You took it from me. You, Neville Harsgard.
Oh, I
The whole goddamn
misspelled Harsgard.
project. I don't belong here. I never did. I'm tired of pretending I do.
Look, you put yourself through a lot today. You're tired. Get some rest. Huh? Things will feel better tomorrow.
You know I used to look up to you. The way you seemed strong enough to save the world. Except I've already
Oh,
saved
in the
it,
dog.
haven't I?
Dang.
What have you done?
That's tough.
I can't let you go near that place, Clementine. That's an order.
You haven't learned a damned thing, Ford. Out of my way.
Tough. Okay, so, what we learned about in Chronos was that there's this guy named Dr. Harsgard. And Dr. Harsgard wants to talk to this, like, extraplanar entity called Clawbone. In order to do that, he understands that he has to communicate to him through dreams. So he has these human subjects that they're called dreamers. And the dreamers are these human experiments that are put into a state, like a lucid state of dreaming, where they can interact with other dimensional beings. So Clementine was one. She was experiment subject number 2923. There were people like Gabriel. There was experiment number 2419 and 2419-1. There was the 3 from Chronos, which turned into the 3 Guardians that you have to fight. And basically what happens is when they are subjected to their dreaming, they actually inhabit the body of a Guardian, which is basically like a really powerful creature from the particular world that they're almost sent to that protects that world from the root. And so all these dreamers started becoming all these Guardians. Well, in Chronos, the root had us, like, was tricking us into destroying those Guardians so that the root could take over. Then you have Remnant. The root has taken over. Clementine was very quickly relocated. So they kept her in a dreaming room, and she just disappeared. It atomized half of her room. So when they got in, like, all the equipment was gone. The half of the room itself was just burnt. And she went to her world, which was Rysum, and she partnered with the Guardian. She didn't become the Guardian, so she partnered with the Guardian and was there for a long time. And here we are. And Andrew Ford was a part of that. So he's trying to make up for what he had done.
Glad to see
But it was all Harsgard.
What can I
So
do for you?
it's good stuff. Thanks again for your help back there.
Briggs, and no worries. There was a time when helping each other survive was all we had left. Around here, we don't forget those days if we can help it. Your friend's gonna be all right, by the way. I've seen weaker pull out of worse. What were you doing out there? You don't mind me asking?
Looking for the ward. We heard stories. It's just following orders. They don't remember the Nuremberg trials and Remnant universe, apparently. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, just following orders is not a sufficient answer or justification. Tales about a man who fights the root of ages. Stories of a community, a place to start over. We'll do that.
Well, you found
Stories of a community,
That's
a
what
place
these
to start
folks
over.
were for me, anyway. Couple of times over. They'll do for you too.
Huh.
if
Oh, that
you
felt
get the
good.
Hands and heart to join them. Given how you've been watching over the little scuffler in the med bay there, I'd say you'll feel right at home.
Brad has told me to see you.
I don't suppose he was more particular about why.
He just said to come see you.
Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment.
Yep, so we can go to Riggs. Don Riggs Wriggler, gear upgrade. We all know what we got. Finding armor weapons out there, no matter how strange you bring him here. I'll see if I can make him sing. So let's go ahead and just upgrade the Black Maw, just so that we can get that increased damage on our primary weapon.
Safe out there.
And let's talk to Riggs and see... nope, that's it. Good. McCabe, Ava McCabe. She is mean.
I swear to God.
So rude.
Did Bo send you over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself?
Actually, Wally sent me. He said you could help me with my journey.
You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey?
I don't actually know.
I swear, if that boy weren't so goddamn right all the time, he and I'd be having words. Percussive ones. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So, either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it.
Okay, so she makes our weapon mods. So we can buy weapon mods like healing shot, concussive shot, scrap shot, or hot shot. Hot shot's a really good one, which is probably one that I'll end up getting here, because that it's probably the best. Launches a payload that explodes on contact with allies. Before the root came, humans of the old world only fought each other. It's hard to imagine what monsters, war machines they had that required that kind of explosive power. That's all it says. That's crazy. Fire a canister that releases caltrops over an area. They apply slow and bleeding. Yeah, I really like hot shot, so we're going to craft hot shot. Now that we've crafted hot shot, we can apply it to our gun.
Journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time. Yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again?
I have a few
Let me
questions.
save you some time so you don't keep nattering on. We used to live in that building over there.
That doesn't
When
help
a
me.
stranger came,
Yep.
we called them the Wanderer. You might have noticed everyone gets a handle here. Anyway, they show up and stop.
So that's the main character
Now we
from
live in these
Remnant.
buildings here.
Okay.
That cleared up for you? And me? I keep it real simple. Less to worry about that way.
The Wanderer. So the Wanderer is, we're going to put a blue addendum. So MC for main character, R for Remnant, capital F for from, lowercase t for the, capital A for ashes. Remnant from the ashes. Cool. Guess I'll leave.
Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know?
Fair enough.
It pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay?
Thanks, McCabe.
Oh, and if you tell anyone I was nice to you,
Facts.
I will
She's mean.
cut you.
She's mean. She doesn't do the whole being nice thing. It's way too much. Alright, that's getting glitchy. Back up out of there. Not seeing anything else here, so let's go on up. Oh, look, you can see the hot shot attached to the... That's crazy, dude. It looks so cool. Who's this? Bo Ward. You got a journal or something I can read?
Hey again. Did you have a question?
I really appreciate you saving us out there.
Hey, I'm just glad we got to you you know, when we did, you stirred up quite a deadwood nest. Haven't seen that many in one place for a long time.
How did you know where to find us?
Oh, that was Wally. He gave us a heads up someone was coming. Then Clementine was the one that found you. They got a kind of a root sense, I guess. And we figured where there were root gatherings, someone was likely to be in trouble. And there you were.
Who's Wally?
Wally, I mean, Wallace. He has a way of seeing things. Always has. Wally's been with the ward since he was just a kid, and his seeing has saved a lot of lives. He's a good kid.
What kinds of things does he see?
Oh, the kind I'm damn grateful I don't, to be honest. He sees like the root. Sees what they see sometimes. The past, the future. Whew. All that knowing. Huh. It's a lot for someone to carry. You should ask him if you want to know more.
What's going on with Clementine? Her powers, I mean.
Incredible, isn't she? Yeah, no one really understands how she does it, not even her. But the feel in the air after she blasts them like that, it's electric. Like the sun after a storm. She's something special, Traveler. And no small part of how we're as safe as we are.
Is there something going on between you and Clementine?
Between me and... Oh, I don't,
You care about her.
Yeah, I mean, everyone cares about Clementine, right?
He likes her, but I didn't want to put him on the spot.
I mean...
We're brand new here,
I
so
don't...
it's kind of... He likes her.
Have you ever met anyone like her, Traveler? Because I haven't. Like, I haven't always been...
He totally's got the hots for Clementine.
You know,
I just don't want to, like, call him out on it, dude. We just got here. We just met these folks. The last thing I want to do, like, far be it from me. So...
I kind of want to make her proud, you know? I guess you could say she's my inspiration, maybe?
How cute.
Oh, but don't tell her I said that, though.
Alright, are you the leader here?
I guess. I used to guard the old ward some 20 years ago. I helped out here and there, you know, but before Commander Ford passed, she and the founder, they kind of...
Oh, so Bo Ward is in charge. Good for
Maybe
him.
no one else wanted the job, I don't know, but the ward's the only family I've ever known. I'll do whatever it takes to keep these folks safe.
You seem pretty young. How were you guarded 20 years ago?
Oh, thanks. I don't know, I guess I just take care of myself, eat right, get to sleep early, all that. Yeah, Commander Ford always said a leader can't care for anyone if they don't care for themselves. I'm just trying to live right. I reckon she learned it from the founder. He's been around for ages. Oh, he ain't much for leading himself.
How long has the founder been around exactly?
I couldn't say. Commander used to talk about him like he was dead and gone before I was born. You'd have to ask him yourself, I guess, but he ain't like the rest of us. He's seen a lot.
Okay. Commander Ford is the founder's daughter, wife?
Granddaughter, actually. Yeah, the founder wasn't around as much back in the day, but Commander Ellen was like a mother to me. To all of us from the old ward. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, that she's gone before he is. Yeah, but when our last hope fails, another must take its place. She used to say that, too.
I was wondering about something else. Can you tell me a little about the ward?
I usually leave storytelling to Reggie. Or if you want some really wild tales, try Mudtooth. Now there's an old-timer who can twist a yarn.
All right, I'll talk to you
Make
later.
yourself at home, Traveler. We're all family here. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Cool. Awesome. Fun map. Now we gotta talk to Ford. I don't want to talk to Ford. I want to go over here. Just look around. Oh, it's Clementine. Got a journal for me? Nice little
We
room.
can discuss this later.
Okay, she's mad. Oh, he's got a journal. I don't know what's in there. God, he's old, dude. What happened to his hairline? No, he lost all his hair. That's crazy. He used to have way more hair than that. He's
Whoa.
half bald.
What have we here? Ah, the
Oh, that's tough.
traveler, of course. Wallace said yes.
Ripped bro's hairline. It's gone.
Right on time.
Must be
Sorry
windy
you had
because
to
his
see
hairline blew so far back.
But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight.
Gotta
and
get him on that
move
minoxidil.
forward. Good to make your acquaintance.
Holy shit, it's true.
I guess my reputation precedes me.
But how? They say you're hundreds of years old.
I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first.
If you're really the Ford that built this place, how are you alive?
That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk, and some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there.
Can I get some?
Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler.
Were you expecting me?
Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number. But I knew someone was coming.
How?
Our young Wallace told me.
How would Wallace know?
Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to
Is
know.
Wallace a dreamer?
She had bad dreams too. Dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass.
Oh, that's his wife. He can see the future?
It's more like he can see really far into the present. Sometimes.
We call that seeing into the future. This guy. What kind of favor are we talking about?
Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources. And then we'll get into it in earnest.
I'd like to know more about the people living here.
Anyone in particular?
Why were you and Clementine fighting?
Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clem and I have known each other longer than anyone else here. That's a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge.
She can't be more than what, 19?
Looks can be deceiving. In fact, she's 132 years old.
Does she do the same thing as you?
Not quite. Clementine spent a long time away.
Right, on Ricem.
Keeping strange company. Something like that will change you.
Bo seems a little young to be mayor.
Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here.
That's fair. Is Riggs really as nice as he seems?
Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Riggs. Don't know how that man gets up out of bed every day. But he does. And we're damn thankful.
I have some other questions.
I'm sure I can get you up to speed.
That's it for
Well,
now.
now.
Fair enough.
I'm in need of an able young scrapper. And you look like you're already about as able as you can get. I need some help down in the old ward. If you're up for it, meet me down by the ward gate in a few minutes. I'll be waiting, traveler.
All right. Go. Bye. I gotta get out of the room. Alright, now what? Okay, he's leaving. I'm gonna go steal everything in your room. And by that, I really mean I just want to read the journal! No! Damn it. I can't do any of it. That's tough. I really wanted. Oh, that's right. This is the ward gate where that one guy got killed. Yeah, this is where the beginning of Remnant 1 takes place. Huh. Yep. Because you get here to get into the ward, and then the root attack, and then a guy dies trying to save you. But they save you. Moves pretty quick for an old dude with a cane. Not bad.
Now you look like you could help an old man take on the world. You ready to do this?
Yes, let's go.
Glad to hear it. Follow me.
Oh. Galvanized iron. Yeah, that's a good upgrade material.
Still smells like home. Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work.
Don't tell me what to do.
This used to be a research facility, cutting edge.
Okay.
We did things down there nobody dreamed.
Why does he have a dot above his head?
Not before nor
Oh,
since.
because you can't.
Yet, for all our manpower,
Oh, good
we
boy.
didn't know what the stones really were.
Sorry.
Until it was too late.
The stones?
The world stones. Giant red
Game just got
crystals
10% better.
that let us see into
Pet the
other
Doge.
worlds. Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets haven't found their own. No. We had to know everything there was to know about them. So it's a matter of
If the
national
Soviets are in this game, then the Nuremberg trials are in this game.
So, yeah.
So he should know damn well that
We opened the door
in order doesn't count.
and walked through.
But something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away. Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to.
I don't remember the ward looking like this at all.
We thought we were safe. But yeah, the root found a way.
Oh, actually, yes, I did. This part I remember.
Well, we all know what
Yeah,
happened
because
after
that's...
that.
Yes, this is... Yep. I remember this. Because this is where the Datla crystal was, and you'd run all the way down here, so you can go into here. This is where Riggs was, where Riggs and McCabe were, and you go upstairs. That was where Ford was. Oh my
I gave
goodness.
Ellen a few things to hang on to in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here somewhere.
Okay, I'm coming.
Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it?
This is Ford's room. Let's move that, because I know when a game tells me there's an item I need. It's right there. New quest item, matchbook.
That red thing. We call it a dragon heart. Don't ask why. Take it with you.
Yes.
You might need it.
Yes, I will. Okay, let's look at some of the things we just got. Inventory. So we have our flashlight, an old hand-cranked flashlight with some peculiar scuff marks. If it could speak, you have a feeling it would have no shortage of stories to tell. Then the matchbook. Sounds like there's something sliding around inside, either a single heavy match or something else. So we're going to inspect it. And with that, we can go ahead and we should actually just be able to open the matchbook, right? Interact. That'll work. And we get a key. This thing has to be hundreds of years old. Or actually, let's read the... We can read the thing to the matchbook. Matches, coins, goddamn fruit juice, remnants of the old world now. You don't realize what you're taking for granted until it's gone. I often wonder if our children will ever see that world again. All right. This thing has to be hundreds of years old or more. How has it not broken or gotten lost? Can some thing so small really provide access to an entire forgotten world? The wards weren't a mistake. It was the secrets that were. Oh, I know why we had to keep them. Hell, a century's gone by, and I still keep some of their secrets. I never broke the habit, but secrets turn to lies, and lies always come back to bite you. Hold on a second here. We gotta do the one thing that I love to do. The greatest feeling that I ever have in the world. Trapped connection coming in with the cheap viewers on stream, boo. And banned. Sucks to be you, dude. Don't really know what to say there. Bjorn Wicco, welcome in. Hello, hello. Sup, sup, sup. It is so great to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is always a pleasure. And welcome to the Paladin's Keep today. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. It is so good to have you here. Gotta put Stream Boo in your banned words list. Definitely helps. Oh, that's fair. How are you, sir? I'm doing great. I'm doing really well. Just living my life. I had today off of work because I spent the last 3 days at a leadership summit up north.
Yes.
And so
part of it anyway.
I've been out.
Every shard's as useful as
Oh, big stretch. I needed this.
we shut it down after Harsgard
Okay.
died.
Yeah, I was out of town for the
Like I
entire
told
weekend, and we
damn
got back
thing's
yesterday,
more
like kind of
dangerous than useful.
in the middle of the day. Yeah, I forgot about that. How was the summit? Summit was great. We go out to a ranch to kind of disconnect from society while we do the summit. The entire premise of the summit was
Let's see if that works.
like similarly based around like building and chopping trees. So the idea was to plan, to have plans, to create plans, to come up with plans, and then to remember that you don't have to do things alone. So to have people that are willing to do things with you, alongside you, to recognize where they're most valued, what role and function they serve in your plan, and to celebrate the milestones and the triumphs. Just finished my first ever unofficial emote commission, so I need a break, but I'm okay. That's awesome. Congratulations on that.
The Andrew Ford who first touched this crystal. Did he ever come back?
No.
Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Not just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, Trevor. Remember that.
Ford. Ford?
He's just gone.
Ford! Oh, man.
He's just gone. Wait, is this genius ranch owner getting people to pay to clear their land? Yeah, basically. We do a service project for them on the final day.
He actually woke it up.
So Andrew Ford just went missing.
Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required.
The Gatla.
Commencing acquisition.
Don't let go!
Oh, is it gonna take Clementine too? It took it too.
Clementine! Oh. Shit! Shit! Shit!
No, we'll. Okay, hold on.
Don't you do it! Oh, this is so stupid.
Do it this way. Yep, so he goes into the Datla as well. So let's rewrite the Datla down here. Just for fun. D-A-T-L-A. And then we'll write Took, Clementine, and Ford. Took, Clementine, and Ford. Right. New gift, Elder Armor Set. And the Radiant Visage Survivor Pack, we got brand new armor, which is great. This doesn't seem like a good thing. No, it does not. So this is light armor. This is kind of medium armor. This might be heavier armor. I think, let's try the Elder armor. The leggings. It's not going to protect us that well, so we kind of have to be careful here. As a relic. It's actually pretty cool. The Radiant Visage is what we used in the other game, so I obviously don't want to reuse it again. Oh, that's insane, dude. That's a big set of armor. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, let's do the Yesha. Keep our weight really light. That'll keep, yeah, light dodges. Ancient Canopy. Are we on Yesha? That's crazy. We have to be on Yesha. Ancient Canopy. Yep, we're on Yesha.
Better get moving if I'm gonna find Clementine.
Doesn't get through. This might be the actual way to go. What does this do? I do not know. I don't know what that does. That's gonna get up. Got him. Oh, it stuns him. Good to know. Scrap and some relic dust. Got some scrap. Can I break this? Oh, I can. Ooh, buddy. Should not have told me that. Gonna do our best to break everything that we possibly can to get scrap and stuff. Doge. Doge is doing his job. Alright. That was fun. So, no. That did the thing I didn't want it to do. Okay, that was fun. Gotta figure out how to use my dog ability, I guess. Skills. Do I have to be aiming? That did nothing. That did nothing. Okay, there's a lot to do here. Don't know where to go, so we're gonna try to take this as kind of maybe as smart as we can. Birds. Birds. What is up here? It's an egg. Give me the egg. Kuri egg. Inventory, Kuri egg. So, a large blue egg that is shockingly sturdy. Your mouth waters a little thinking about the savory yolk that is undoubtedly contained within. It would take nothing less than a stubborn chef with a passion for innovation to crack this thing, but where there's a will, there's a way. We have relic dust and then iron. We also have liquid escape, Mudtooth's elixir, which increases experience gain by 15%, lasts 60 minutes. So we'll wait until we use that for the next time that we stream to get the max out of it. Blood root, and then we have liquid escape. When consumed, the hero will die. That's great. I'm so glad. So glad that we could go, you know, unalive ourselves for the sake of getting back to wherever it wants us to get back to. Alright, let's go this way. Aha! We might have found our first dungeon. Not today, buddy. I'm gonna pick this up. Put it up in there. Do not know. What is this place? I should explore the area and see what I can find out. Yeah, this has to be just a dungeon. So we'll do it. The Lament. Yep, rest the checkpoint. This is a dungeon. So, okay, we can rest. We'll return to Ward 13. We can do Yeisha. I think that's where we're at, or where the story wants us to be. Regardless, we'll scrap. Not a huge fan of the claws in terms of how well they can break stuff, because of their specific swinging patterns, but I like them for their overall aesthetic.
Come on.
Oh. Oh. Oh! Okay, I made it out. Yo, Paladin, you want to see the emote? I would love to see the emote. Yeah, if you have it, I would love to see it. It's tough. That's the way back. And this is the way forward. Let me in. I want to enter the dungeon. This is, you know, this is cool. There's some iron. Ooh. We have a journal! I pen this now to honor the life of my queen, the great mistress of the many-faced god, Tethys, mistress of light and shadow, my liege and lover for whom I have dedicated my short life. In my time with her, there was great sorrow about my queen, as if she knew her age would come to pass. A premonition, perhaps, of her own fate at the hands of Poxeltech. Perhaps this is why she honored me with her tales, that I might put ink to paper. Countless stories were told in the quiet of the night as we lay in peace, but I found those of her consorts to be the most illuminating. Where do you want it? Send it however you feel is best, and I'd love to see it. I found those of her consorts to be the most illuminating of her own life and virtues, that I may lay one day in that hallowed ground amongst great companies an honor unimaginable. And so here in these pages, I write the tales of those whom my great mistress loved, myself omitted, for what great folly is there in telling the tale of oneself. The mysterious mark... No! No, wrong side. Previous. The mysterious Marquis. Ohuet was the only honest trader in the Age of Rebellion. He sided with no army and supplied only the innocents caught between, trading under his family crest the sigil of the fate-bound hands. An honest pan in a dishonest age, such a fellow could not last long. Led by one called Bet, Ohuet's competitors became conspirators. Ohuet was accused of treason and jailed without trial beneath the darkest ziggurat. It was an age gone on when the Marquis of Night came to court. He was there by turns, dashing and brooding, and possessed of a great fortune. Genus welcomed him, for by this time the imperial coffers were growing bare. He joined the merchant circle, and pan by pan the circle began to shrink. Could it be coincidence that those who sat the circle were those same pan who had framed Ohuet, that they had used an honest man's disgrace to gain favor with Genus and grow fat? Tethys thought not. She confronted the Marquis at sword point on a rain-swept rampart, but Tethys's weapon never found the Marquis's heart, for his word struck hers first. In the end, she kept Ohuet's secret to her grave, yes, even from your humble author. And when they found Bet's corpse, 2 swords had pierced his heart. Little is known of Chen Kasichi's youth. Yeah, Chen Kasichi's youth. Where and how she was raised are mysteries she took to the bottom of the dark sea. Even her name is uncertain, for Chen Kasichi is but a sailor's vernacular for wife of Kasichi, and it is under that name, Chen, or sailor's wife, that she sailed till the day of her death. For Chen possessed great beauty and greater cunning, one of or both of which caught the eye of sharp-edged Kasichi, master of the Black Fleet. Of the pirates who stalked the dark coast in days of yore, none was so admired or feared as Kasichi, save the one that he took to be his bride. Shipboard life was harsh, and sailing was feared by many and ages after our sea-swept exodus. Yet, Kasichi and Chen... Kasichi sailed 2 black galleons at the head of 50 more until Kasichi passed sweetly in his aged sleep. Dropped in Discord, added you too. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's go take a look here. Here you go. I like it. That's pretty fun. Look at that. It's just got the figure. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Great job. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. That is... Where was I at? That is a skill I don't have. Graphic design. Chen and Tethys met in war, for Genus had her fill of piracy, and seeing Kasichi's passing as a sign, she had sent her lady to stop the Black Fleet. The battle raged for 3 days before the parley was called, and the light of the setting sun set Chen on fire as she swung by rigging from her ship to Tethys's. She lit a fire of her own in the heart of all the onlookers. Their conference in the captain's quarters went until the sun was seen anew, and when Tethys and Chen emerged, 2 things were certain. The Black Fleet would sail as the Empress' most royal privateers under the sigil of the bowsplit wave, and Tethys' last consort would lead them. How does a pauper find his way to the bed of a queen? Tau Fadim was born on the outmost edge of Great Genus's empire in the winding warrens of Prom. Despite the remoteness of his homeland, Tau Fadim enjoyed a childhood of wealth and privilege, the only son of Prom's sole mint. Yet, this led to an adolescence of utmost disgrace. Tal Fadim's parents were caught amalgamating coin, stripped of their wealth and hung by a mob. Penniless, Tal Fadim fled to Obelisk with only loincloth and sandals to his name. In this era, Obelisk was home to the great Socrates school of pan philosophy. The rebellion was an age of ages off, and that school's master had not yet betrayed her highness. Wearing naught but ragged loincloth and his own fur, Tal Fadim demanded entry to Socrates' hallowed school and was turned away. Undeterred, Tal Fadim set up residence in a barrel outside the great institution's portcullis. Day upon day, he would regale the learned master with discourse on life and death, sun and moon, and even the plight of the Rin. Ere long, Tal Fadim's barrel was moved into the auditorium, and Tal Fadim had a new title, instructor. It was Tethys' habit to attend the school's annual festival of thought, for our queen possessed a great thirst of knowledge. Each year, she would take conference with Socrates and his best instructor. This habit led her to Tal Fadim, who was sunning himself atop his barrel. Our queen was shocked and demanded of Socrates, "This is your greatest teacher, clad in rags. Why has no one offered this man silken robes?" "He does not wish it," replied the schoolmaster. "Then why has no one brought him a divan so that he may recline in grace?" "He does not wish it," Socrates repeated. Now Tethys addressed Tal Fadim directly. "Learned one, your queen, Tethys, the most powerful pan in Obelisk, asks you now, is there nothing I may do for you?" Tal Fadim thought a moment, and then smiled. "Highness, you can move out of my light." Tethys' unlikely dalliance with Tal Fadim is perhaps best encapsulated by his sigil. Tethys offered to restore the philosopher's family sigil, that of the fire-forged coin, but Tal Fadim accepted only when Tethys agreed to modify it. Thus, the fire-forged coin became that beloved symbol for the absurdity of life, the sigil of the fire-forged snowflake. The archivist Ulis Gosmer was a scholar of great renown. One could fill a tomb with tales of his 1,000 travels, and better pens that of your humble author have done. So instead, let us take a more narrow view. Let us speak of how he was summoned to Blisk Gadul. Ulis lived a life of irony, for his brightest time was the Age of Shadow, that woeful epoch when the grandeur of the Pan was sinking below the waters of memory. Ulis himself spilled much ink upon the decline, unflinching chronicles of the lowest acts of the highest born. In Ulis's histories, the proud and the powerful are consumed by the preservation of their pleasures. They are complacent or complicit, as the treasures of Pan life, our music, our craft, our very society, were doled by the hoarding of portions, which dwindled to scraps and thence to crumbs. Ulis saw it all and held nothing for propriety's sake. The people's queen was seldom seen in that age. The empress had called upon the Red Widows to anoint a permanent guardian of the many-faced god. That is the guardian from Kronos, and Tethys had been quick to volunteer. Some say it was duty. Those who knew her best say she simply wished to mourn the other world she lived in private. Either way, the most divine beauty and best ruler of the Pan shunned the eye of the world and shut herself within the holy ziggurat. Imagine the great surprise, then, when word went out that Tethys had summoned Ulis to her side. Would he not savage her as he had a half-dozen others for her station? But Tethys saw in Ulis's work a gift. He could see past crumbling, past fading, past dimming, to the beauty that used to be. He mauled his subjects not for glee, but because he could see what they had squandered. Tethys commissioned a complete history of Blisk Gadul. Ulis rendered this work with such delicacy that one can gaze into his jar-stick sketches and see the glitter of the golden way, tasted the wine of the banquet, and feel the hum of the crystal court. It is enough to make at least one reader who had known these at their height weep. Ulis saw past the predations of time and malfeasance. He saw the city as it once was. And perhaps he saw its queen that way too. He dedicated every subsequent work to her, always the same inscription beneath his sigil, the sigil of the fractured-looking glass. To my only subject, whom time cannot tarnish, ever as we were, one day might we be again. Interesting. There's a lot of unique stories that seem to be unique to the Pan here. That was really cool. Back up a little bit. We gotta kill the summoner. Root rot. Whoa! Whoa! Yep. Die. Ah. Whew. That's how I'm feeling, dude.
Oh. That's it?
Chill up. Movement fragment and sequence shot damage reduction. So we have Ring of the Forest Spirit. Okay, so we have some items that we can go ahead and equip. So Ring of the Forest Spirit increases relic healing effectiveness by 50%. Really good. We don't have an amulet. We don't have a second class. Sequence shot. This weapon's charge shots decrease the charge time of subsequent charge shots by 10%. Charge shots? I don't think it has charged shots. shop. Weapon mod. No mutator. Okay. Stretch, thank you for redeeming the stretch there. Oh, that feels so good. Oh. I think greater than that. That was a very interesting boss that we fought there. Very interesting. What's the weak spot on this thing? I don't know. Genuinely don't know. Dang. No. No. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. Okay? Treasure down here. Nice, got some iron. It's always good. No, 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 no! Wow. Whew. And that's not a way I can get to. The map says there's no way to go past. Illuminate cracked health regeneration. He trips enemies up. That's so cool. Common knowledge, got trade point. Fortunately, it might just be better to roll through everything. Try to break him that way. It's mushroom emote, but I have another version that's the same characters. Okay, so that makes the shape make more sense, is that it's a mushroom. That's really well done. Because I didn't even think to consider that as a mushroom. What? What? What am I missing here? Inventory. What's this? Corrupted Luminite Shard? Nice. Corrupted Shard. Material. Luminite Shard. So I... No. No. We do have this. Total trade points 2. Skill cooldown. Stamina. Mod power generation. More vigor. More health. Handler archetype. Damage reduction. Vigor. Skill cooldown. Let's do vigor. We like health. Health is always good. Yeah, it's in line with all of his emotes. They're all mushrooms. That's so cool. Yeah, very well done then. I like that you're keeping in line with kind of like the theme there. Kill him. Okay. Yeah. Are we back to the entrance? We are. we need to figure that out. It's got to have something to do with all this. Hold on. Oh. This is kind of bringing us back to the entrance. No. Did you get him? You did not get him. I want to know. I don't want to know. Iron. Got a bridge. Let's go down again. Yeah, that counts as a death. That's crazy. Alright, well, we tried on that part. I didn't know whether or not that was something we could do. It seems like maybe we can't. So, fair enough. Fair enough. Should be able to just run through. No, this is all taken care of. There. Oh, there is a thing to get to. Okay, so we actually do have to jump through this. That sucks. It sounds like something I'm gonna die at a lot. Oh. I don't want to do this. Probably this way. Wow. That's tough. That's really tough. Let's do the puzzle thing first that we have over here. I think I can figure this part out. This might help make sense of the things we got going on. Let's do this. I'm gonna do this. I really don't know how we're supposed to determine the order at all. But yeah, let me see if there's something that can help guide me. Mint. To locked door. Yeah, full of lament. floor traps. So the traps. Okay. So the order to input is looking from the entrance. Yeah. So next, you'll want to look for the corpses bearing the first symbol on its blanket and remember the corresponding sigils above them. The order to input is looking from the entrance, then from left to right, top row, bottom right row, bottom left row, then just input them from the outer to the inner ring. Okay, so the sigils, the actual sigils will look different, but the order needs to be from the entrance, then left to right, top right row, bottom right row, bottom left row, top right row, bottom right row, bottom left row. Then just input them from the outer to the inner ring of the lock. So top right row. Is it the one that has the light on it? How do you determine which one's supposed to be? Oh, so we gotta look for something that bears a sigil on its blanket. I guess it has to be that one. So would it be that one? No, because that symbol doesn't match that, right? Those two symbols don't match. No, but this one matches. So this one right here, blanket-wise, matches this one over here. So then it matches that one, but not that one. What the fuck? Makes zero sense. What the fuck is that? Yeah, leveled up. Pack Hunter. Dismiss. Okay. Let's figure this out. Let's see what we can try. Kind of hope for the best here. No.
Damn it.
Okay. Top right row, bottom right row, bottom left row. Another row down there, huh? Okay. So, top right row, bottom right row, bottom left row, and then probably top left row. Damn. Alright, so let's try top right row. Is that one. So that needs to be the outer ring. Is that one. So then the bottom right row. That's where this is gonna suck, like royally. Bottom right row, it looks like the Pokeball. Okay, Pokeball time. Okay, bottom left row, which that's the one I don't know. And then it would be the top left row, which is looks like a giant gong. No, it's gotta be that one. It's gotta be that one right there. So it's like a weird obelisk looking thing, and then the gong. Let's try that. And then the gong. That one. Okay. That did nothing. Okay, so that doesn't help me at all. How to sub the puzzle door and lock. I hate this. This is frustrating. First need to find the book that contains the symbol. So that was the book of all the stories. The book location and the symbol is random. Right. Okay, so I know what our symbol was then. So this is dumb. This is really dumb. Come on. Just need the symbol. Hurry up. Oh, why did I read all this? Okay. So I need that symbol. Okay. So that's the symbol I need. This symbol. Once you find the symbol, you need to find 4 corpses that have a similar symbol. And above the corpse head is the password for the door. Okay. The password order doesn't matter. Just put the 4 symbols in the ring puzzle and the door will open. Oh, okay. So the password, so the order doesn't matter, just the symbols matter. Okay. So we need the weird semicircle with the circle. That makes sense. Weird semicircle with the circle. We need the spaceship. Semicircle with a circle. We need the spaceship. We need the tower thing. Semicircle, spaceship, tower. 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 Semicircle, spaceship, tower, face. Okay. So we need the semicircle. That one. We need the spaceship, which is that one. We need the tower. That one. Then we need the face, which is that one. Aha. Aha! So stupid. But we did it. And a checkpoint. And a chest. Another chest. Blood-tinged ring. That's what we need to get into. Is into there. The blood-tinged ring. So for the blood-tinged ring, generate 2 health regeneration per second when within 25 meters of a bleeding entity. Well, we don't do bleed, so that's really unfortunate. Let's use this. And now we need to figure out how to do the lament jumping puzzle. Really fun. Let that be for a second. This is what needs that key. And the key is, we get the key from the jumping puzzle. Okay, so we gotta go back to the jumping puzzle. So back up here. Back up here. On the left. Oh. What? Okay. Huh. It's totally glitched out. Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. Wait, key to drops. That's so stupid. There's invisible walkways. Use your gun to see where they are. That's so annoying. That's one of the things that I don't like about Remnant is there's a part of Remnant's game design that is semi-poor, and it's stuff like this. The game is fun to play, and I enjoy the story, and I enjoy the gunfighting, and I enjoy the bosses, but it has these niche moments that exist ever so often that make me want to throw hands with the game developers. Okay, there's invisible walkways. Just use your gun. There's the invisible walkway. There's the invisible walkway. Walkway. What's this guy doing? I don't know. Doesn't count. Honestly, a game that's 75% of the way to perfection, but for some stupid game design decisions more frustrating than a game that just sucks half the time. That's fair. But stuff like this, it's these little things that, for me, this stuff just really frustrates me. So it's down to this one. Yeet. We did it. Huh? What? And I still can't get through? What the f... A jumping puzzle. This is annoying. How do you get through? How are you supposed to get through this whole place? Coquette's razor. Dropped by Wither. Can be found in the lament dropped by killing the Wither. Who's the Wither? It spawns in a chest. What? So annoying. Lament the Wither. Everyone on Reddit says this dungeon sucks. Got it. Figured it out. This is going to be really stupid, by the way. This is going to be really frustratingly stupid. I feel like a huge component to what makes FromSoft so good is they've gotten better and better at realizing that mechanics suck and not what mechanics suck and then not including them. That's fair. That's very fair. You're going to watch. You have access to Reddit? Yeah. Yeah, and Reddit is a huge help when it comes to this stupid crap. You're about to see. About to see what Reddit just helped me with. Reddit's pretty much my go-to with, like, trying to figure out, like, just niche parts of games that don't make any sense. And I really wish the developers of this game had made some of this stuff a little bit easier to figure out.
I've got enough of that.
Reddit is cool. I don't. I'm British. What? They don't have Reddit over there for you? That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Okay. Reddit's super helpful for getting answers to questions, then you need to instantly get out and pretend Reddit doesn't exist until you have another niche question. Not since the new bill. Oh, so they just recently cut you access. That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so here's basically what we got to do. I was just asking them to confirm that this doesn't do anything. So this is what you have to do. How was I supposed to figure that out on my own? Like, that's what frustrates me. Need more ammo. Not since the new bill. Oh, and people are being arrested in the streets. And if I tell you how bad it is, I could be arrested. That is awful. How was I supposed to figure that out on my own? Has always the hallmark of a great design decision. How was I supposed to figure that out on my own? Because, like, great game design should give you everything that you need to figure stuff out on your own. And one of the things that, like, one of the game... What the... No, we're not figuring out what that does, ever. Not happening. Berserker's Crest.
Oh, damn.
Increases melee speed by 10%, reduces melee stamina cost. I would probably get rid of that. Preach, brother. Yeah. Platform gaming. Platform games like Spyro, Jak and Daxter, you know, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank. They tell you everything that you need to know to play the game by yourself so that you can enjoy it. You learn how to play the game, and you learn what to do and where to go. Now, I get it. Right, vicious... What the... Whoa! Relax, brother! Woo! Oh, my God. Dude, relax. Oh, there's crap again. Yep. He just wants me to be right next to him the whole time. There we go. We got the wither. Remember him. Please just die. Oh, no, we got him! Woo! And don't get me wrong, Laz, what the? Oh my goodness. When it comes to like games that don't tell you what to do, you know, you have that element in like games like FromSoft games like Bloodborne, Dark Souls. They don't tell you where to go, but it's not like they don't tell you what, almost like what not to do. A lot of it you learn from reading the item descriptions, and you figure out like, oh, this is going to get used for this, or this could be used for this. But when a game, like when you have this right here, whatever this experience was, this is what I don't appreciate. It's like I need a level of like, hey, you can jump into this. You should jump into this. Like, I can't see that there's something down there, so I just think it's like a coffin. So from here, I don't get the impression that I should jump into this. If this was closer, and I can see that there's something down there, or the map had an indication that there was a lower level, then okay. Then you're giving me visual cues that help me indicate that I should jump in there. No, there's no area I could be at that tells me that I can jump into that. And that's where the frustration part comes into play. Because that doesn't help. That doesn't show you what you need. I love a game that eases you into a mechanic before putting you in a position where you need to use said mechanic. That too. That too. And then also we have to... Oh, Jesus, what the... Range damage? We can socket it. Oh, we don't have socketable stuff. Dang, dude. Weapon spread. Okay, cool, cool. We're getting things. We're going places. Oh, I forgot. Because this is the... Yeah, increases magazine capacity of the weapon. Let's... Hold on. Let's, inspect that. Let's unequip that. And let's put the sequence shot on you. Because I want ammo capacity on you. And what does yours do? Melee critical hits increase melee critical chance. That's not bad. 28. There we go, making money moves. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to go to inventory. We need to take the Kolket's razor. The device comes from the Pan homeworld across the Dark Sea. Running the legend, Kolket always kept it with them, though it is unclear why they call it a razor, for it bears no blade at all. Two tales have survived from the ages before the Great Journey. The Vaunt hide few such tales in the dark, away from immortal ears where they are recounted only to be the faithful few. Like, Lies of P is an amazing game, but the first area sets you up for failure. The enemy punish dodges because they have it like a 360-degree tracking. You learn, okay, I'll just block, dodging is useless. Then you get to the second boss and going forward in the rest of the game, and dodging is an incredibly important mechanic. So I would actually disagree with you on that to a degree, because I don't think that dodging is the purpose of that game. I think it punishes you because it doesn't want you to do that. It's very much like Sekiro, where it rather would have you deflect. And that's why they introduced the weapon break system, and it's more parry focused. And that's where I struggled a lot, because I wanted to dodge stuff, and where FromSoft games traditionally lead you to want to dodge stuff, and so it makes dodging seem like it's supposed to be the most important mechanic. But in Lies of P, I don't think it's an incredibly important mechanic. I think parrying was an incredibly important mechanic. So that's where I would slightly disagree with you on that. But I would agree with you in the sense that, at least, that you're right. The enemies do have a huge degree of tracking, and it does make dodging useless as a result. Oh, for sure, huge parry focus, but I had so many deaths to the Watchmen until I learned to use a combo of parry and dodge. Right. That's where I can completely understand it. When you have like those bigger enemy types, and it does make it difficult to utilize one of the measurements of escape, then that one measurement of escape can be seen as completely ineffective and obtuse. And that's where I would completely agree with you that they do make dodging outside of the design. I faced that problem with like dodging being something that you aren't really encouraged to do when it got to the DLC. The DLC threw me in for a loop, and I died so many more times in the DLC than I did just in the base game. Lumakio was probably the clearest indicator of that. I wanted to throw hands with the developers after fighting Lumakio because all he did was run pockets on me. And so I was like, okay, I'll learn how to parry this guy hardcore. I spent every run trying to parry this dude. And then he got into the second phase, and I couldn't do it. It was so annoying. Finally, I did it, and we were good. But, holy crap. Okay, so I think it was this one first. Yeah, this one's first. And then it's this one. Then I think it's this one. Then I know it's this one. Then I believe it's this one. Then it's this one. And I'm just gonna... Oh, the DLC had a huge frustration factor for sure. Everything hit so hard, but damn it, the DLC wasn't... Dude, it was amazing. Well, I 100% agree. The DLC was probably the greatest part of that game. And just insane level of boss fights. But the spike, the power spike was crazy. Ring of Diversion. Inventory. Oh, sorry. This is character. Ring of Diversion. Increases invulnerability window while evading and sliding. See? I can dodge now. Look at that. Evading, and I have better iframes. That's awesome. But that's also not what I needed, because I need to go over there to the checkpoint. Which, guess what that means? No, I'm not going to kill myself. That would be bad. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. Never mind. We're going to die. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's on me. I died 5 times in this game to the same thing. But if that didn't just get me here. This is actually where I needed to be. So I gotta use the key on this. Let me in. I hate my life. I don't understand. Okay, now I don't get it. At all. Yeah, we entered Colquette's tomb. Okay, so that wasn't what we were supposed to do. So the Red Widow set is found in the Red Widow's coffin. So how do we get into the Red Widow set? After completing the Consort's puzzle, you'll see the Red Widow's coffin. To reach it, go back to the room where the checkpoint is and break the... How am I supposed to figure this out on my own? Like, ah, that's so frustrating. Whatever, we did figure it out, but not on our own. Excuse me? That's perfect. That right there. That's all I'm asking for. This is what I want. I see glowing thing through hole. I see, oh, glowing thing is in water walkway. I go, you probably want to know where I'm going to find glowing thing in water walkway? I don't know. Past one of the 2 waterfalls I just saw in the previous room. So I walk back to the previous room, utilizing the context of my visual cues that I've seen in the world design, and sure enough, one of them you can walk under. So what do? I walk under it, and then I get this key. That's what I want. If every dungeon could have something like this. This is good. That's good. Very good. Well done. That right there. Because that key is probably what gets me in here. Brother spitting facts. This is all I need. This was beautiful. I commend this. Give me more. And then it won't. The what the f... Excuse me? Yeah, because that makes total sense. Alright. Give me my armor.
Oh, yeah.
We're wearing it. I put too much work in for this. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of worth it. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This is awesome. Oh, this is great. This thing looks so dope. I'm not gonna lie. This was kind of worth it. All that pain and suffering for this, I'm not against that. Not against that at all. This looks great. I love this. Does it have like a thing? Red Widow. It's good against root rot and bleeding. Oh, you're forgiven, devs. Yeah. Unfortunately. I think unfortunately I forgive them. I think the devs realize, like, we're just gonna make this dungeon stupid, but here's a really dope piece of armor. And for this being my first dungeon, that's a really dope piece of armor. Open up. Unlock. Open up. I'm leaving. Get me out of here. I'm done with this place. This sucks. I want to go home. Pretty well done. Pretty frustratingly done. Some spots pretty stupidly done. I won't ignore the stupidity of this dungeon. There's a reason Reddit said this one sucked. I'm not gonna skip past that. But I got 5 deaths off jumping off rocks. You know, what am I gonna do with my life? I don't know. I'm not sure. Not positive. But I sure as hell know that I don't want to do that ever again. Oh, it's so cool. Thanks for the nice calm music after whatever the hell that was.
Alright. Come and get some.
I know you're not real. You're an enemy. I'm sorry. Hurt your feelings? Whoa! What the fuck is that? Excuse me? Please die?
Glad that's over.
No more. My bullets are destroying stone. Pretty good. Oh, who's this guy? Wonder if he knows the armor that we're wearing. We walk home, he's like, oh, the Red Widow. Oh no. Creative knowledge. Yeah, Tome of Knowledge, sorry. Traits. We got 1 trait point. And you know what we want? We want more health, baby. What's up, bro?
Epoxy tech. Fascinating.
Okay. That's it?
Is it trying
I was
to
gonna say, like, dude, come on.
another fever dream, perhaps?
Out of space for Geisha.
Or is it?
We don't need to rewrite information that we already know about Geisha from the other games. So I'm real.
For simplicity's sake, I will choose to
We'll figure out what to write here.
If it will excuse me, I have important work to do. Yes, thanks, and goodbye. Hello again. Persistent. I actually admire that quality a great deal. It is underrated, in my opinion. Well, fever dream or no,
Rough.
if the Paxel tech is going to be hanging around, I suppose I should tell it my name.
Call it Roth.
I am Rothinder Achimot.
Yeah.
Hello.
Roth. Roth. That's his name. Roth, what now?
Oh, it is struggling. Poor thing.
Can I just call you Walt? What?
The Paxoltech dream
What?
teacher made
I want to call him
it pleases.
Roth. I guess we did set a precedent with
Has
12.
more important things to consider. A pleasant chat. Surprisingly so. Indeed. Thanks and goodbye. It cannot be helped, can it? The curiosity. It is killing the Paxotech as surely as it is killing me. Knowledge is the only cure. This mural here on the cave wall, can it comprehend me? A trick question, of course. I have dedicated my life to learning so that I may find the answers I seek and put the pieces together. After years and years of searching this jungle, I have finally found proof of what I knew all along.
Proof of what?
Of what, it asks. Proof of all that matters in
Lost
the
tribe of the Pan.
world. Proof that the lost tribe of the Pan does exist. See, I have found the location of their civilization. It is no less than miraculous. I have gotten ahead of myself, have I not? I do apologize. My manners are not what they once were. I have been alone a long while now. A very long while. What brings the Paxoltech here? How can Walt be of service? If it is looking to spend, I have a few valuable items I may be willing to part ways with. Funding for my research must be procured by whatever means necessary.
I have questions. I'm looking for my friend.
If it is in need of a friend, Walt could perhaps step in. Yes, perhaps indeed.
Okay, what's the deal with the cave paintings?
I thought it would never ask. This ancient mural is a gift from the lost tribe of the Pan. My long sought after proof of their existence. They were real, and they landed here, far removed from genus and Earthaean fruit. Imagine the freedom, the adventure, the fear, yes, but also the exhilaration. They were not unlike myself. Adventurers to the core. If only I had descended from one of their lot instead. But no time for pointless musings. From this mural, paired with my own independent studies, we can deduce that their ships were separated from the rest. They were assumed killed by the ocean's fury, but in truth, they arrived here and etched out a living as best they could under Thalos's mighty leadership.
Who is Thalos?
King Thalos was the son of Kolket and the lost tribe's leader. When they landed ashore, he led them into the underground tunnels and helped redefine their way of living to survive. It is a nasty jungle, as the Paxoltech has no doubt noticed.
Son.
But tragedy struck the tribe, as it does.
What a tragedy.
My
What tragedy?
ancestors fell ill, beginning with brave Thalos, afflicted by the same disease that destroyed the ancient Pan society and forced them to abandon their homeland. I do not know what happened.
Once we get through this, we'll head back to the ward to do some upgrades, and then we'll probably call it for the day. Because I got more stuff that I gotta get done, so I'm trying to look over here to see what we could raid out to. Can you run me through that lost tribe stuff again?
Must clean out its ears. When
I really wanted to, but let's do that.
Went to escape the plague, several ships were separated from the rest and landed here. Thalos was their leader and helped build a new society, but
Raid out
soon
to Sun
fell
Sunlight.
ill.
It's been a while since we've interacted with them. You're a strange pan, aren't you?
It
sense of things is keen. Indeed I am, shall we say, a distinct pen. A commoner who loathed the idea of a soldier's life and dreamed of finding the lost tribe and perhaps others like myself. I grew up hearing stories about the lost tribe and was always told they were merely a child's tale. Well, I knew better, of course. My heart told me otherwise. It's much like the power of the life song, which can sing life into the lifeless. No flesh, no blood required. It is a song I can merely hear. But not quite. Yet I search, ear to the ground. No one believes me about that either, of course.
Okay, sounds lonely.
I have always been an outsider because of these beliefs. Not fitting in anywhere with anyone. I am strange, as the Baxeltech so aptly observed. And so I took quite well to years of solitude, just me and my research. I became accustomed. Now would be
No
an
questions, and we do what you have to say. Goal serum, reduces stamina consumption. We have the burden of the Mesmer, which is 100,000. Reduces max health by 20%, increases all damage by 1% for every 5% of the wearer's total damage reduction. Increases all damage by 5% on critical chance by 5% when bleeding. Prevents root rot blight. I don't care about either of those. I'll just buy them to have them.
Where should I look next?
Fun stuff. Okay, so let's go back to the ward. And then we'll get ready to raid out to Sunlight. Upgrading weapons, yep, which we know we can do. So we're going to fast travel back to Ward 13. And then we'll go upgrade some stuff. Call it good. Sweet. So I'll put a raid message here on Twitch.
Oh, thank the founder.
That going.
You're alive.
Boom.
Where's... What happened?
Something pulled Clementine to the stone, so I went after her.
What? Clementine? Where is she? Is she okay?
I don't know. I've been looking for her.
Right, sorry. Clementine, she means a lot to all of us. We gotta find her. I'll get everybody together. If she went through the World Stone, she could be anywhere.
It's my fault with Ford. I'll find her, Bo.
Hey, I get that, but she could be anywhere. Do you understand? It's a World Stone. It takes you to other worlds. All right, I'll get Brabus and Riggs. I'll tell them to... Oh, what the hell am I doing? I don't know what's out there any more than you do. Oh, I'd be putting the whole town at risk. And Clem wouldn't want that. Hell, it's a miracle you came back. No, we gotta trust you on this, like you said. Is that all right?
I understand. Any help you can give me is fine.
Thanks, Traveler. Talk to the folks around town. They should have any supplies you need. You know, Ford used to tell me, old Commander Ford, not the founder, that a leader and a hero are two different things. The leader's place is always with her people. I thought she was just taking a dig at her grandfather for leaving all the time, but I think I'm starting to understand her better now.
I had some questions. How's Cass? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's doing great. Can't keep her down, really. As soon as she heard you disappeared with the founder, she was on her feet. Nothing the doc said would stop her. I don't know what she was doing all that time. Looking for you, maybe, or just keeping herself busy. Anyway, all that anxiety of hers turned out to be pretty helpful. She even set up shop over toward the entrance gate. You should go see her. She don't show it, but she's worried sick about you. Keeps talking about leaving, but never does. I've seen that before.
Okay, why is the World Stone out there?
Yeah, so After you and the Founder went missing, Riggs and I went looking for you. Found the stone floating and glowing like the old days. I had a hunch what happened. Not my first experience with this thing, you know? I wanted it out here this time, so we could help anyone who came through right away. Turns out that was the right choice. Who knows how long it would have taken you to get out of that old ward.
You said this isn't your first experience with the World Stone?
Right. So, long time ago, when the Root were still everywhere, I helped the Wanderer get to the oldest ward somewhere out past the... tell the truth, I don't even know where it is. Now that's the thing about the World Stone. They don't give you any idea where you are or how you got there. I don't know how the Wanderer got used to it.
The Wanderer?
Yeah, that's what they call him. Yeah, I didn't come up with it. Yeah, the Wanderer did all the real stuff. Entered the ward, fought the Root, found Clementine. Anyway, yeah, I know better than most. Anything can come out of one of these things.
Where did you think Clementine was before I told you?
I mean, I knew she was gone. I just didn't know she was that gone. Clem takes off from time to time, you know? It's just her way. She'll disappear for hours, sometimes days at a time. Well, I never liked it, but she can take care of herself, yeah? And it's not like I could stop her anyway. And she always came back, saying she just needed to be alone for a while. And I can respect that. I just wish she'd talk to someone. You know?
Aren't you worried about Ford at all?
Yeah, well, the Founder's his own thing, ain't he? It's not the first time he's disappeared on us. Not even the 5th time. Commander Ford, the Founder's granddaughter, used to say relying on the Founder was like running across rubble. Now, you could do it for a while, but sooner or later, it'll let you down. Now, I don't know if I'd go that far, but Founder Ford, he was always more of like... more of an idea to us than a leader. Hell, when I was a kid, everyone thought he'd been dead for years. But that's the thing about the Founder. He never stays gone. A week, a year, a decade. Somehow, he always finds his way back here.
Yeah, I should
you
keep
need
moving.
anything, you...
Yeah, I know where to find it. Upgrade weapon.
Anything you need?
Upgrade my equipment. Let's upgrade the Black Maw. Dope. And then we'll upgrade the Tech 22.
Take care,
Leave
my
it
friend.
be. I'm hoping we can find another melee weapon that we can swap what we have currently out with. Weapon mods. Do we have another weapon mod? No, we do not. That's fine. Cool. Power level's 4. Medium, normal dodge, 25% stamina cost penalty. If we do anything else, we'll probably want to go lighter, not hot, heavier. Big yard. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and call it for the day. So let's get this raid started officially. So now that we're here, so now adventure mode, you have 1 campaign and 1 adventure mode active at all times. It's cool, so we can go back to the ancient canopy. Awesome. So with that being said, let's go ahead and at least go to systems so that we can exit to main menu. As always, when it comes to rating, we have to close out on YouTube first. So to anyone who's watching this on YouTube, and thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Tell somebody you love them. And we'll catch you guys over in the next one. And all right, closing out YouTube. So let me just make sure it closes. And then we can go ahead and raid out on Twitch. So YouTube is closed. Awesome. There we go. So with that being said, let's go ahead and raid out to Sunlight 2021, who's currently playing some Guild Wars 2. We haven't raided out to Sunlight in quite a while, so this should be pretty fun. I think pretty confident that Sunlight is a pretty quiet streamer. I don't remember Sun ever like talking traditionally Sunlight just plays games and just has people in chat hanging out and having a good time and talking. So that's pretty much the vibe. But Sunlight used to support the stream and hang out and lurk like all the time. So we'll just go head over that way and see what we do. So we'll get the raid started there. But Savarian, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you. It was really great to have you here. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Make sure that you stay safe, take care of yourself, and that you tell someone that you love them. Thanks for the stream, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your streams as well. We'll give you a quick shout out before we go ahead and start this raid. So again, for everyone who's watching, if you don't follow Savarian, please do. Please send him a follow. Please watch his streams. He's amazing. He plays a variety of different games, so it feels like a new experience every time. So make sure that you get that done. But we'll get this raid started. So, as always, to say it for the third time, stay safe, take care of yourself, tell someone that you love them, make sure that you're having as much fun as possible. We'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll be streaming hopefully tomorrow, normal time, so around 7 p.m. But if there's any changes, then I will let people know in my Discord. So, without further ado, let's catch this raid, let's hang out and watch some Guild Wars, and I will see you guys in the next one. So, peace out.